Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another replay analysis. I know it's been a while on this channel, I've not uploaded, but I've got an excuse. We were sick for about a week leading up to the major, and then we flew out to LA to play, and we were away for about 2 or 3 weeks there, so we only just got back, and then I had a bunch of work that I had to catch up on with college, so I've just not been able to get time for this channel, but we have time now. We're going to be uploading daily. I'm going to be trying my best to do this anyway. So let's get into it. We've got the first game, or the first video back, sorry, we're with a 1700 team. Now they said that this was a scrim, so this is a competitive setting, which is quite good. So we're going to be looking at their entire team, but primarily focusing on the player that sent in the replay, of course, which is Krylux here. But we'll be looking at all of them, and they started the kickoff. They started the replay off with a fake kickoff where they both go for the back boost, and they get handed the ball. So I don't really want to comment on this too much because it worked out. They got the ball possession straight off the bat. They do get a challenge, that's fine. That's alright, you force it underneath you. Good rotation out. Nice, you turn mid. This is always good to see when you rotate out and you recognise that it's good for you to play second man here and position midfield. That's very good. Definitely an ambitious play here. I feel like at this rank sometimes we have a lot more time than we think. Obviously it's good to practice your wall reads and try and get up early to these balls, but sometimes I think you can stay a little bit more grounded, especially in positions like these, because if it's a tough ball for you to read, it means it's also a tough ball for your opponent to read. Usually they're going to miss it, or they might have a high chance of missing it, and you can stay grounded, wait for their miss. If they do miss like they do here, then you can just stay on the ground and score it, and if they don't, then you'll be on the ground with 40 boost. You can boost still and get back really quickly, but because you've gone up for this ball, it's a tough read you've both missed. Now you've landed on their backboard with 0 boost, and now you have to flip back with 0 boost, which means you're really slow, and let's say the counter attack started, then you're not going to be able to support your team. So I think that ball there was slightly risky to jump as early, but I do like the attempt to go up for it at least. Again, the same thing with your teammate Gyro here. He definitely has a lot more time to go for this ball than he thinks. He jumps a little bit too early, and that means he's gonna make the read, more tough for himself. Good speed there from you. I would have liked to see you carry on with this ball. I think if you just air roll and land where air roll and land facing the ball here, you can carry on and apply some pressure. Because if we look at your team's position here, you would actually be first man, and it would save this guy having to now dive in, which I definitely think is also a misplay. If we look at your teammate here, he's on 12 boost, so that means if you're on 12 boost, if you're on 0 boost, you don't want to be taking yourself out the play. There's times where you want to flip into the ball, but this isn't really one of them, because there's no reason we should be flipping here, because it's not like the ball's close to our goal. If the ball is really close to our goal, we're trying to flip into the ball, try and get a block on it, get a touch to the side, whatever. But there's no threat here. We're in a safe position, so we shouldn't be flipping into this ball, and we definitely shouldn't be getting faked. If we go back to your POV, again, your second man here now has done the same. They've jumped quite late, I feel like, here. These challenges are definitely quite poor. Bad challenge there. We've jumped very late here, and a flick that's gone this far off the ground shouldn't really be getting over us. Especially when you're second man, you want to be covering high. You want to be covering the most dangerous option. That's over him. So you didn't cover that, and that leaves you here, and you're a little bit too hesitant here. So obviously your first man does a bad challenge here. Your second man does a bad challenge here. So they've left you in an awkward position, so you need to make a very fast decision. You want to go for this ball, or you want to commit to going back and position yourself in net for the save. And you can't do neither. You try and go for the ball, and then you hesitate, turn. Now you're not covering your net, and that's a goal. So definitely a few poor challenges there. I wouldn't say it's your fault. I'd say it's more your teammate's fault. But you could have definitely been a little bit less hesitant in defense. But mainly the issue is from your teammate's challenges. You've got to probably work on them, but it's the first minute, so maybe it was just a small mistake. Nice rotation. Rotation's looking clean. Nice. So you have more time here than you think. I think like because you have so much time here. One thing that I'd like to see you get better at. I mean, it's only one ball, but I presume that if you miss it you miss it by like quite badly. You shouldn't really be missing this ball. So I presume it's quite a common error that you have sometimes, is that you jump not really like. I guess you do jump facing the ball, but you just air all out the way. I'd like to see you experiment, using less air when you go in the air, because you go directly up the ball. It makes you faster, and then you can air when you need to, rather than just all the way through. I like the bump attempts there. Good positioning. Careful on this dunk. This is quite an obvious dunk that he's going to go for here. You can see him barreling in, and you can't just hit it straight into him. Nice. Good. Yeah, great play. Well done. That's what your teammates should have done. Both your teammates should have done on the first goal. Just directly focus on the player, because you're on low boost. Now you set your teammates up for like good pressure. Now you score from that. All from this demo. You take the ball off them. Really good beat from your teammate. And then they score an open net because they've missed the ball. So good play in offense there. You go for a demo rather than the ball. I like it. Okay, you go for a double fake kickoff here. It's definitely not good. You don't want to be doing this. The reason being is that, one, this is very easy to read because you both fade away from the ball very early on. You have to. If there's two people going for it, you have to get out of each other's way. So just look at it from this angle. You can literally see you here. You know what I mean? If this guy had slightly better reactions, he'd just chip this ball, and it becomes an issue. The other issue is that if this player goes for the kickoff, right, and there's sometimes what happens is when you get to the higher ranks, people notice the delayed kickoff as they flip, so they delay their flip slightly, which means the ball stays closer to them, so their car kind of like travels over the ball, which means this player can't get a hit over them because they'll just block it with their car through their flip. So if that happens, then you've got two teammates up front. So if you want to go for a fake kickoff, make sure one goes for the back corner boost, one stays in net, and one goes for the mid boost. That's always the best way to do it. I mean, it's like the third mistake is that, or the third reason this is bad, is that if this guy gets a bad touch, like this, then at this rank, this player should be shooting that and scoring. Luckily he misses, but that wasn't open net, so we should have conceded there. So definitely watch out for the double fake kickoff. Nice flick from your teammate. Nice. Oh, that was laggy. Yeah, good. That was good. Good play. Nice. Good recovery. I also think that we don't have to do this. We kind of waste a little bit of boost actually now that I look back at it. So here we're on 65. We should know that there's no opponents that can go for this ball anywhere near us. We should know that from the kickoff. So you don't have to rush this ball, which means you have loads of time. You can just drive up to this. Instead, you have to use 27 boost just to get to here. And then the second mistake is that you jump slightly too early before correcting yourself on the wall. If you're going to do this play, then you always want to pause a little bit, because you land and you jump straight off. If you landed and then corrected your car and like put it, beside the ball, then you're fine. But now you've landed and you've jumped slightly underneath the ball, which means you have to use more boost to get underneath, to get like your angle onto the ball, and then you get a bad touch anyway. So you use 65 boost to get the ball to there, And if we look at this from like a entire team boost amount, so you've used 65 boost in this play. Let's see how much this guy's used. He's on 100 here. He's used 57. And so 65, 57. And then this guy has used... He was on 100, so he's used 28. So what, 65, 57, and 28. You know, that's like 93, 65, 57. What, 140, 147 or something like that? It's too late. Can't do maths at this time. But he used like 150 boost as a team to get the ball from... where are you? To get the ball from here. Like, bear in mind you had a free ball. This is why this is important, because you had a free ball. There's no one contesting you. And you used 150 boost to get the ball from this side over here, just over to here. You know what I mean? And now we're under pressure. Luckily, we get a really good challenge. So it doesn't actually matter, but you know what I mean. When you put in stuff like that, that's what's gonna, you know, rank up. That's what's gonna make you rank up. If you start using, let's say, rather than 150 boost just to get from the ball from this side to this side, just to use 12 boost to boom it all the way down that field. That's what gets you to the higher ranks. Makes you more efficient as a team. You always want to be making the play that costs the lowest amount of boost and gets the highest amount of reward. Like that. Look at this. I'm not sure he entirely meant that. 0 boost. And it gets the ball over 2 people. Good effort on the shot from your teammate. This is fine. Okay, communication error here. But I can't really help out with that. You just both go for the ball. Luckily one of you should back down. I think Silence backs down, he does. Let's see what you do with this ball. I would have liked this hit over to the right side, because look how much space you have here. There's no one covering. Like, the closest that this guy's covering is here. You know what I mean? So all of this pitch is free. So if you just get a touch to that side, you could pass it off to this guy. If he didn't jump for this ball, he could start driving up to this side. You get a pass, bang, shot. Or if this guy wants you to go solo, you just get a touch over to the wall, you land on the wall, you carry on with the ball. There's so many options that you can do that doesn't really just give the ball away like that touch there. Nice, good pathing. Okay, that's bad. This was good for a bit. So this was good. Don't flip here. Don't use boost. Just carry on driving. Doesn't matter though, because we do get out. But, you know, let's say the ball gets stuck in our half there and you carry on flipping. You go flip all the way back. Now you're on 12 boost. Whereas you could be in a much better position. Plus, with like 48 boost if you just carried on driving instead of flipping all the way back. So be careful of trying to go for boost too soon, rather than seeing the outcome of the play. Okay, here I'd love to see you go for a demo on this guy, because, one sec, let's go back. So you've just seen that that guy is flipping back on the right side of that screen, drum box, back right corner. He's flipping back into his half. So you know that the only 2 people attacking are the 2 people in front of you. You should know that the person on the ball right now, his job is to get mid, because he can't shoot from there. He can't score. Well, it's very unlikely. So the most threatening player on this pitch right now is X-Tick. Is that how you say his name? The guy that's in front of you, right? So if you demo him or you bump him, he's out the play. They can't get a play going, you know? And that makes it way easier to defend. Again, doesn't matter, but if we're trying to push into these higher ranks, you know, those passes to mid are going to get better, are going to get faster, so you want to get that player out of the way. I like this touch here, so the ball comes across mid, nothing happens. You know that they're awkward now, so you try and speed this ball up as fast as possible. That's really good. Then here, again, you have more space than you think. So really use that space. I want you to, that's the biggest thing, slow down. Slow down your touches, slow down your decision making. Here, again, you're trying to go too quick, I feel like. You're quite fast, you get up to the ball fast, your whole team does, to be fair to you. But So you can use that speed, but you don't have to jump 20 years in advance, you know. Because what this guy's done is he's stayed grounded. Who is it that goes off this? Is it this guy? Yeah, it's this guy. He stayed grounded, and now he jumps. And he just gets a free touch because he didn't panic. This is good. Alright. Okay, so I don't mind either of you going for this ball, but it needs to be communicated very early. If Cynix goes, he needs to tell you. And if he does go for this, then what you do is you go here, and you wait. Maybe you drive up this wall a little bit, and now you'll be here, and you'd meet this ball here. And if you want to go for this ball, then it needs to be called very early. And what Cynix does is, I would say I'm not sure. Maybe it is his ball to go for because he's on such low boost, and he has momentum. When you're on low boost, you want to be keeping your momentum, right? Because you don't have boost to get your momentum up, right? So if he's going supersonic, he wants to be pressuring the ball because he's on low boost. He can't really do much. All his job is to do is to get the player off the ball. So maybe it is his ball. He shouldn't jump, that's for sure. If he's on low boost, he should not jump because he kills all of his momentum. Now he takes ages to get back. What he should be doing is just driving, being like a little menace, trying to get the ball off them, and then just rotate back with supersonic and then get boost. And then you wait midfield. So yeah, that's the best play. So make sure this guy goes because he's just made a play. He's got forward momentum, so he's going to carry on that momentum going forward. And he's just going to try and get them off the ball, try and get their boost, whatever. Don't jump for that though, that's terrible. And then that means you would go... Where are you? Yeah, like I said, you'd grab this pad and you'd go to here. And then you'd be here about now, then you'd drive at the wall and you meet the ball. That's definitely the best play to go for, so that needs to be communicated, of course. Nice, that's fine. Oh my god, how is that almost a goal? Bit close. We take it though. Okay. Yeah, so we're just kind of leaking boost here. I think we're just going too fast. Like, this flip is unnecessary, or this boost and this flip. It's fine to flip, but don't boost through it, because now you're pushing yourself too far forward. You're slightly too close here. And now you can't really get around them and go for the ball because they're blocking your way, so you have to turn right. Now this guy beats you to the boost, and you use 24 boost to go over here. You flip whilst you're going supersonic, which doesn't do anything, by the way. So there's no point doing that. And now you're back to early, that boost doesn't spawn, so you have to cross. So this is fine, you're in a fine position. You do push up forward a little bit too much, but slow down a little bit, just slow down. Just a little bit, you'll be fine. You push too far forward here. So your job here is to cover this man, like you're trying to do. Let me go offline Steam. One sec. Oscar trying to play with me. Your job is to try and cover Davix here. And you're trying to do that, but you push too far forward. You need to be aware that this ball is going to come high, because they're going to go for a pass, right? So you want to get on the wall, because that's the fastest place to be, to get into the air straight away, because all you have to do is jump once. So cover the wall here and make sure you meet him in the air, because else he gets a free shot like that. Luckily your teammate's back. Okay, so here you're slightly too far forward, just ever so slightly. You don't want to go inside your goal here. You want to be covering this hit that's about to happen over to this guy. So make sure you position yourself back post where you can jump and move into the ball rather than jump like up into the ball, if that makes sense. You want to be having all the options that's about to happen in front of you, so you have forward momentum going into the ball. Make sure you position yourself backwards just a tad in the last few plays. You just want to be just slightly too far forward in the past minute or so. Good clear. Nice, go for mid boost, I like that. No one's covering backboard. You did a good play. Okay, let's go to this guy's point of view. Okay, yeah, that's the mistake. Yeah, he wants to be. This guy should he should grab this pad and cover backboard, because his teammate should be communicating that he's covering the ground. One of them should be covering backboard for this hit, because that's now really dangerous. Luckily, that guy gets a touch and puts off his teammate. That could have been very bad. Nice. Yeah, pretty good. Nice, nice. The pass is a little bit behind your teammate. Everything just seems just a tad rushed again. We have a little bit more time here than we think. We don't have to like rush that touch too much. We almost own goal. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna ignore that because it was just a bit panicky. Okay, well, yeah, we're very panicky. I just realised we lose this game whilst we're 2-1 up for 15 seconds. Shouldn't really happen because we have easy balls to deal with, but we're just panicking. Yeah. Oh, you had it as well. Okay, so this guy gets beat. I mean, the biggest mistake is that you don't drive up the wall here. You need to realise that this is going to bounce up the wall and just drive alongside the backboard and drive onto the backboard and meet it in the air. But here, yeah, it's just a bit aerial control. You did almost a good job. Like if you got up to that ball that's slightly higher in your car, you would have had a good touch, and it would have like hugged against the backboard, which wouldn't be dangerous. Unfortunately, you get a touch against your crossbar, but here again you panic a little bit. The ball's going slower than you think, and you flip a bit too early, and you can't own goal, or you don't own goal, but you don't get a touch, and you actually could have carried on driving like along this line and probably just flipped like here and then got the touch. So it's just a bit panic in the past minute or so, which I get it. You know, when we're 1 goal up with low amount of time left, it's difficult. This is bad. I mean, are you trying like a fast double kickoff where one of you flips into the ball, one of you doesn't? I don't know. Don't do that. Just do a simple kickoff. One person goes. Oh my god, what a touch! Okay, that's not good. We're just going too fast again, and then yeah, it was too fast. Okay, the ball goes down. See what happens on the kickoff. Okay, we go for the double kickoff again. We definitely want to stop doing that, because now we've left our teammate back alone, and he has to defend a shot almost, which could have been bad. Yeah, definitely stop with just do the regular kickoffs. Great touch. This should be a goal. This is such a good play from you. Great challenge. Nice recovery. Good beat. He makes it a little bit too hard for himself. Someone needs to call the goalie's awkward, and if he just shoots it's a goal, just tell him to shoot. Because if he shoots this, it's a goal. The goalie's backwards right now. He goes for a double tap. The goalie does pretty well to block most angles, and he just slightly hits it off the backboard, and then he gets blocked. So, but great play from you. Good effort from your team as well. I do like the double tap. It's just I think the goalie was very awkward there. If he just goes for a regular shot, we score. Nice position from your teammate. Okay, we need you to slow down. Like, just relax a little bit, because you are going very fast, and like ball cam off a lot of the time. Make sure you keep ball cam on as much as possible. Just give your teammates a look like you're very good. You're quite good mechanically. You look quite solid. You look quite comfortable in your car, but make sure that we're not pushing into our teammate's space, because we're just slightly pushing into our teammate's space here. This touch goes to the left, and we've just seen our teammate lands on the left side behind us, so we should know that he has forward momentum going into this ball, so he should be the one going for this ball. Whereas we kind of cut rotation a little bit, try and go for it ourselves. Now we're open and leave the ball, and we get cut off. It could be bad. No need to flip here. Doesn't do anything. If anything, it just gives you less, options to make a decision whilst you're in the air, because you can't change your direction whilst you're mid flip. So no need to do that. Nice, this is good from you. Good again. Okay. Now I don't know what this is. Like, I'm not sure whether it's meant to be a shot or a pass. I know it sounds stupid because everyone would go, "Oh, Jack, this is a pass." I think this is. I don't know. Because I remember being this rank, and sometimes you scuff shots like this. I feel like this is a shot. I'm gonna say this is a shot. If it is, we don't have to air roll. Sometimes air like every replay analysis I've done, I feel like the players air roll too much at lower ranks. It's what I used to do. It's what everyone does. So practice not air rolling. Sometimes you'll be surprised how much more accuracy you can get. Even on passes, you can not air roll for this and just smack it mid. So practice that a little bit. If that's a pass, then I think it's the wrong play because they're very awkward. This guy's going forward away from the ball because the ball's about to be hit in the opposite direction. This guy's going. This guy's awkward. He's trying to scramble to get back, and this guy's in Africa, bro. So all you got to do is to put this ball forward anyway as fast as you can to catch them off guard. Because our team, we're in good positions. We're in solid positions with good boost. So don't put the ball over here because it gives them more time. It's away from the goal. Just put it as near to the goal as possible. Whether that's over the goal, it doesn't matter. Just on target, doesn't matter. Make sure you just get this ball close to the goal as possible as fast as we can. Because now we kind of hand it away and we lose a good attacking opportunity there. We could have scored very easily. Great touch. Okay, careful here. Because I feel like you have a teammate pushing mid. Yeah, we have a teammate pushing mid. We need to recognise that. I don't care who goes. It's either Cynic should be third and he should be telling you to go mid, or the other way around. You should be third and you should be telling Cynic to go mid. Whoever goes, it doesn't matter as long as you both don't go like here. You're both covering the same thing. Cynic then realises he pushes behind you and he goes third man. But that needs to just be communicated sooner, as it could become an issue. Nice, nice. Okay, this is bad. This is good, this is good. Alright, we're on 60 boost. We've used like 20 boost just to get back and then we slow down. So we don't do anything, do you know what I mean? So if we just, like, right, look at this ball. The ball cannot go on target in the next 3 seconds. So we don't need to worry about our net right now. And if we get back to net soon, then we're just going to have to slow down, which means that we have no momentum. And that could be bad because then we can't go fast, you know? So we've got to be careful of getting back to net too soon, which is what we majorly do here. And now we realise we're back to net too soon, so we can't keep pushing forward with high speed, so we have to slow down, which we do here. We cut all of our momentum off here, and now we go for the ball. And it's just a little bit clunky, you know what I mean? It's not fluid, you know, we want to be making the rotations as fluid as possible, and getting back too soon or too late always makes it clunky. So make sure you try and avoid doing that. And it also helps with your boost amount, because you use a unnecessary amount of boost just to get back too quickly. And we concede because of it, because of this double commit here. This shouldn't be a goal. It shouldn't really be a double commit. I think it's tough to say whose ball it is. I don't know. I think it's either of your balls. It just has to be communicated very quickly, which is difficult to do here. This hit from Gyro is very bad, though. It puts it into the ground. This challenge from Cynix is also bad. He's on 0 boost. How's he on 0 boost? Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, so we all do this. We're all just getting back to net way too quickly. So he's just picked up 12 boost and he's using the boost for his flip. He's just getting back to net so quickly, even though it's not his. Like, we now have 3 people covering the net, which sounds amazing, but it's not, because no one's covering mid now. So it's one of your jobs, usually the first man coming out of offense, to cover the midfield, whether they do that by bumping the guy mid or covering it with a car and getting ready to challenge. Whatever they do, they just have to be mid, disrupting the midfield. Whereas this guy doesn't do it. This is his job right now, so he should flip through this boost, sure. Get this pad, so he'd be on 24 boost and just stick around in this position, because he knows that he has one teammate here covering the backboard and the net. He has another teammate here covering the net and the backboard and slightly the midfield. So his job is to cover anything here. Even the ball, when the ball gets here, he should not be going back to net. You gotta stay mid, covering this guy, or no, yeah, definitely covering this guy. So instead of being back post, you'd be there, and now because the ball bounces here, perhaps you'd be here and you get a touch to the side. If you're slightly too far over, then all you do is you're rotating here now, and now you're here, and now you'd be able to challenge this ball. So we're just slightly getting back to net too soon here. It messes everything up, and we have two players doing that, and we concede the game from it. So yeah, definitely, if I was to go through the biggest mistakes, I'd say for you, just slow down a little bit. I think we're just going too fast around the pitch. I think you've got good mechanics, you're quite quick, but make sure you're not trying to abuse that and go too quick, because sometimes you do more harm than good. I'd say as a team, all of us trying to get back to net a little bit too quick, making sure we're slowing down and covering the midfield, covering the backboard, covering those dangerous positions on the pitch. But overall, you guys definitely played a solid game. Like, your rotations were good. I would have liked to see like a few more mid passes that were in front of our players, because we did a couple of mid passes, but they were just behind our players, which needs to improve if we want to start connecting more. But overall, quite solid. We had the game under control until the last, I'd say, 45 seconds, where we started to panic a little bit. Stuff like, again, we're just getting back to net too quickly here. We don't need to be going supersonic here, because the ball can't come on target anytime soon. So we're just panicking a little bit. We drive off the posts and stuff. We're kind of just like flopping about a little bit too much, not really doing much. Again, this is going too quickly. So just everyone relax on this team. I think we just need to slow down a bit, and you'll definitely outplay your opponents. But overall, not a bad scrim. Let me know in the comments if that helped, if you have any questions, and of course the person who submit this replay, Krylix, then make sure you reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys have, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another daily video. Take care, guys.